Welcome to the Pam Paris channel. My podcast is now in progress. Let's tune in. Hi, Jay. Welcome to my podcast.
Thank you.
I have a situation for you and want to get your opinion.
Okay.
This is about a married woman who is having serious issues with their husband centered around compatibility.
Okay, no drugs.
No.
No violence.
No.
No restraining orders.
No.
Everything's okay with the kids.
Correct.
Okay, so from what you can see, it's strictly compatibility. One wants it one way, another person wants it another way.
Correct.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So meanwhile, she's doing business online and meets a gentleman, long distance, that she becomes interested in, and he feels the same way. Long story short, she now allows him to sleep over every month for about a week. So what are your thoughts on a relationship that starts this way?
Okay, so between the two, the husband and the wife, did one want the other to stay? Were they both in harmony with one leaving?
Well, the husband did want the wife to stay, but the wife decided that she needed to leave.
Okay, so she was in communication with this gentleman before she left.
Correct.
Okay, so she was already obviously interested in this person before she left.
Yes,
Okay, then that could have also added to her empowerment to leave.
I believe so.
Okay, all right. Now we're talking about they met online some kind of way on a non-dating site. They began to communicate with each other. I'm assuming that they messaged each other to the point where they exchanged telephone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Then they spoke on the phone, obviously for more than a month, more than 2 months, really getting to know each other as best you can on a telephone. And now you're telling me that she has her own place and she's invited him to come in long distance. And when you say long distance, I'm assuming over 1,000 miles away.
Yes.
Without giving away the actual location. So he now comes over and stays in the home for 7 days out of the month.
Yes.
All right. And the husband is aware of this.
He is aware of this.
And what is his response?
Well, in the beginning, of course, he didn't like it. He didn't want her to leave to begin with. He wanted her to come back. And evidently, they've had discussions where it's supposed to be a mutual thing. So he's finally accepted it. Now he wants to get a divorce.
So he accepted it against his will.
Mm-hmm.
If he could have it his way, and she wanted him to have his way, then she would leave this guy, leave the apartment, and go back home.
Right.
He's willing to take it, but he just kind of, I guess, threw up the white flag. Like, I surrender. I'm not going to continue to fight you. You go do what you want to do, or whatever the case may be.
Well, that and angry.
Okay, some bitterness there. All right. So the question you asked me was, what are my thoughts on a relationship that starts this way?
Correct.
Now, my thoughts are one way, and usually I would say in a situation like this, we have to adopt a standard. Now, the standard for determining whether this is right or wrong would be Jay's standard, this woman's standard, your standard, or God's standard. So we have to pick a standard to determine whether or not this relationship is starting off on the right foot. So I'm assuming that this lady, her mother, sisters, friends are supportive of the relationship.
Actually, her friends are not, but her family
Is.
Most of her family is.
And why do you think the friends aren't and the family is?
Well, because they...
When you say family, we're talking about the female side.
Yes, yes.
I can almost guarantee you that the men aren't going to be as agreeable.
No.
They're not. Because men know things that women don't know. And I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay, why do you think the women in this married woman's life are supporting the relationship?